It's a hot September day here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Kenan Stadium has never looked better. Today, Tar Heels quarterback Mitch Trubisky will pilot that high-flying Carolina offense. Well, the comeback story in college football, Pitt running back James Conner hopes he can lead the Panthers to their first win over the Heels since joining the ACC. It's going to be a good day here in the Tar Heel State. Welcome to the ACC on ESPN. We're in Chapel Hill. He's Dusty Dvorak, former Sooner defensive tackle. I'm Clay Matvick. And this is what we love about college football. Even though this is the conference opener for both North Carolina and Pitt, this very well could decide the ACC Coastal when it's all said and done.
Well, it made the difference last season, right? I mean, these two teams played. Carolina wins. They go on to win the Coastal Division, and that was 1-2. Pittsburgh wins that game. They're the division champions of last season. So we talked to players, coaches this week, and you could tell amongst all of them, they understand this game today has a lot of impact and a lot of importance in deciding who wins that Coastal crown.
These teams have different offensive approaches. Pitt, they like to run it down your throat. Carolina, very much more balanced.
Balance, efficiency, that's what they strive for here at Carolina. And, you know, Mitch Trubisky, he's been tossed the keys to a fine ride. You look at the veteran offensive line, 6 of his top 7 receivers back. And how about the running backs? Elijah Hood, TJ Logan, they are so balanced. They keep defenses on their heels, not knowing what's coming next.
Pat Narduzzi, he's a hard-nosed guy in his second season at Pitt as a defensive coordinator, very much a blue-collar coach. Now you see that on his offense, too.
Tough, physical, win the line of scrimmage, punch him in the mouth. That's what Pat Narduzzi wants out of his football team and out of his offense. And today, we're going to see a lot of this. It's the jet sweep. This is their signature play they like to run. We'll see Quandre Henderson right here in jet motion. The offensive line is going to zone left. The outside 2 blockers will go to the right. They'll just give it to Henderson right here. Jet sweep, create some space, some running lanes, and we'll see it again here. Quandre Henderson's going to go in jet motion. Line's going to zone to the left. Outside 2 going right. But now, here's what they do off of it. They're just going to give the zone right there to James Conner, the big, bruising, physical running back as he goes for 20 yards. That's how they throw you off. Eye candy out there. They're trying to misdirect, trying to give different things for defense to look at. It's been extremely successful this year for James Conner and Quandre Henderson.
We're going to see Quandre Henderson touch the football probably right away. He'll be back to return the kick as North Carolina won the toss. They deferred, so Pitt will go to work on offense. And this game very well could be decided by who plays better defense. That's certainly what Larry Fedora thinks when we talk to him on this very hot day in Chapel Hill, near 90 degrees, with plenty of sunshine.
No surprise here, Carolina getting on defense first. Talking with Gene Chizik yesterday, was not happy with the performance against James Madison, even though they won. Said they were soft as butter. Talked accountability, holding his team responsible, and expects a big response from his defense here today.
Nick Weiler has it on the tee for Carolina. Henderson, the top kick return specialist in the ACC, number 2 in the country, will field it about a yard deep in the end zone. Henderson coming out, he's to the 20, the 25, and down at the 27-yard line. Nathan Peterman, 6'2", 225-pound, 5th-year senior from Jacksonville. Transfer from Tennessee. So he's in his 2nd year as the Panthers starter. Pitt offensive coordinator Matt Canada wants him to manage the offense, pick his spots. He's not asked to win the game.
Game manager's perfect, well put. Clay, they don't throw the football a lot. They want to run it 65% of the time, take the air out of the football and set him up, play action, bootlegs to give him an opportunity to have success.
He'll throw it on first down. It's James Conner out of the backfield. It's a big play for a first down and more. Out across the 45-yard line, steps out at the 47. James Conner, he's going to be one of our impact players today, Dustin.
He runs with such physicality, and he has deceptive speed. He's really worked on catching the football. He's added that to his repertoire, and Quandre Henderson does a little bit of everything. The kick returner, you see him in jet motion, catching the ball in the backfield. And watch out today for Naz Jones, the big defensive tackle, a penetrator, and Andre Smith, the headliner at linebacker there, all over the football field for this Carolina defense.
There's Jones, just last week with a concussion for North Carolina. This will be Jordan Whitehead, the first carry of the game for Pitt. He is a safety who has a package of plays on offense. We were told to expect to see him maybe between 5 and 10 plays on offense today.
Dynamic, explosive, probably their best athlete on the football field. Just trying to get good players on the field for this Pittsburgh offense.
Pitt moving the ball into North Carolina territory. Again, this defense really needs a good game for the Tar Heels. 2nd down and 2. Peterman looks right, throws left. Caught by Henderson. Battling toward the first down marker. He's not going to get there. About 1.5 yards short. Andre Smith, very tough middle linebacker, knocks him out.
This is a perfect opportunity right here, Clay. 3rd and short. They're right where they want to be, in front of the chains. 3rd and 1. This is Pat Narduzzi, this offense, exactly what they're drawing up.
Pitt very challenged on the outside with receivers. Peterman had it tipped in the secondary, incomplete. Cole Holcomb got a hand on it. 4th down. And Pitt, even though they get it into Carolina territory, they're going to have to punt. And Gene Chizik, the defensive coordinator for North Carolina, has to feel good about his team getting off the field without allowing points. They did not look good against James Madison last week.
First 3 possessions last week against James Madison. 3 James Madison touchdowns. Great start for the Carolina defense.
Ryan Switzer, 7 career punt return touchdowns. Back to return this kick from Ryan Winslow from the 11. Look out. Penalty flags down. Switzer has a blocker. He is gone. But there are markers all over the field. If this stands, it ties an NCAA record. Let's see what these markers are about.
During the kick, holding number 17. That penalty being enforced from the end of the kick, 10 yards. 1st down, receiving team.
Anthony Ratliff-Williams with the penalty. Well, it would have been history.
Yeah.
But it comes back. Well, we've had some excitement so far. Scoreless. Pitt had to kick.
Well, here's the culprit right here, Mr. Ratliff. As we take a look at him, gets outside the framework. Might get 2 for a takedown in wrestling, but around here, that's a holding penalty every time, Clay.
89-yard punt return by Switzer, which would have tied an NCAA record for career punt return touchdowns. Called back. Redshirt junior Mitch Trubisky out of the shotgun will hand off to the aforementioned Ryan Switzer. He's dumped in the end zone. But they're going to mark him out at the half-yard line. Boy, Carolina nearly had a safety. Juan Price with the tackle.
Juan Price leads the ACC in sacks and tackles for loss. Has been a disruptive force off the edge. Got a great first step. See the tackle try to reach him, comes inside of it, makes the play. Heads-up play by Ryan Switzer just to get the ball out of the end zone.
After review, the runner did not extend the entire ball out of the end zone. Therefore, the play results in a safety. 2 points. North Carolina will free kick from their 20-yard line.
It is 2 points. Boy, it looked like he got it out, but
We're saying the tail of the football was on this side of the goal line. Results in a safety, and Juan Price takes him 1 play to make his presence known here today. I'll tell you what, the offensive tackle for Carolina, John Heck,
it's
gonna have
clear.
it is clear. Gonna have his hands full all day with Juan Price. Good call by the official. Good job by replay getting that one right.
Quadri Henderson back to return this free kick from Nick Weiler. Weiler will put it on the tee. Fields it at the 12. To the middle of the field, finds a seam momentarily, gets across the 25 down, just short of the 27-yard line.
A lot of motions, wide trades today for this Pittsburgh offense.
This is Quadri Henderson. Good run, 1st down and more to the 43. And Holcomb with the tackle. I mean, Henderson is handy as a shirt pocket. He can do just about everything for this team.
Any way they can get Quadri Henderson the football they're going to, and you'll see the tight end, the wing come across. Great block right there by 35, George Aston, to spring the run there by Quadri Henderson.
And a couple of touchdowns last week at Oklahoma State. And they'll run it again. It's Connor. He'll pluck ahead for a couple more yards. And we said it before, Dusty. It's not like they can't pass. It's just hard for Pitt to pass. They've got a lack of experience and depth at wide receiver. Tyler Boyd, he's in the NFL now. And their most experienced wide receiver, Dantes Forty, suffered a broken collarbone in week 2 against Penn State. So they're limited out there. They're looking for guys to step up. We saw Tipton make a first down catch. Other guys got to do the same.
You're right, but it's not who they want to be. I mean, Pat Narduzzi wants us to be a running football team.
And they do that here. Shontez Moss, true freshman running back. Number 4 on the depth chart at that position. Brought down by Andre Smith.
We talked about Andre Smith earlier as impact players. He's an outstanding sophomore linebacker. Uses his hands here to play the cut block, and you see him right there. Stay on his feet. Makes a nice open field tackle on second down.
3rd down and 3.
Playbook's wide open right here. They can run it. They can play action. They like the boot game to get Peterman outside the pocket. They're going to go empty.
Trips to the left. Peterman looking that way. Cocks his arm, fires another first down reception. Arunjo Lopes makes the catch, and it's a first down for the sophomore from Kissimmee. It's a gain of 7. The 29-yard line.
Put a lot of trust in the quarterback play. Oh, empty right there on 3rd and short.
Gene Chizik cut North Carolina's points allowed per game by more than 2 touchdowns in his first season last year, but he has been unsatisfied with this group through the first few weeks. And on first down, what they want to do so often, they run it. And Connor will be bumped out for a short gain, maybe a yard. Oh, high snap over Peterman. He's got a chase. Picks it up at the 43-yard line and falls down. Alex Officer, the center, sent it sky high over Peterman. It's a loss of 28 yards.
Big mistake right there. You're right, sky high, way over Peterman's head. And that's Alex Officer. 26 starts, a veteran center. Really one of the key pieces in that offensive lines. Just snaps it well over his head. Oh, it's a costly mistake right there, partner.
Now 3rd and 36. And it's Shontez Moss who'll get a chunk of it back, but 4th down as MJ Stewart makes the tackle. Chris Blewett is the field goal kicker. Veteran, off to a slow start. 1 for 4 on the year with a long of 48 yards. This is going to be a 50-yard attempt as they try to salvage something on this drive. Out of the hold of Ryan Winslow. He got it. A 50-yard blast by Chris Blewett. And Pat Narduzzi, who'd been a little skeptical about the way his veteran kicker had been booting the ball, has to feel good about that. It's now 5-0.
Narduzzi likes it. It's good with an early lead.
And Pat Narduzzi has to be upset. It was 3rd and short. Then that snap goes over Peterman's head. But they do get points on the drive.
That's the saving grace. You get the field goal, the big field goal by Blewett, but man, a missed opportunity right there by the Pitt offense. A Pitt offense and inside the red zone, 11 of 12 touchdowns when they've had the opportunity.
Great start for Pitt here on the road. A safety and a field goal as TJ Logan takes a knee. Carolina will start at the 25 when we come back with 2:16 to go in the opening quarter. Carolina offense will try again. Trubisky setting up the throw, backpedaling at the 15-yard line, throws it to the outside, caught at the 32 by Bug Howard. It's a pickup of 8 yards. This offense 2 years ago, almost 80 snaps per game, very up-tempo. 2 years later, it's not quite as fast. This is Elijah Hood, that big bruising running back, will get the first down. First team all-conference a year ago after Lambos makes the tackle.
Well, you know, what they want to do here is quality over quantity. They want the best plays, that they're in the best position where they can be efficient, and it's a big plays down the field.
Running play again. And ball comes out. Pitt says they have it. Elijah Hood lost it, and Pitt takes over. The 9th takeaway this year by the Panthers defense. It's Salim Brightwell on the recovery.
Juan Price, first man on the tackle, and Jordan Whitehead, the safety, comes down, delivers a punishing blow on Hood. Ball comes out, and Pittsburgh, 3 plays on defense, and already 2 huge impactful plays. Great job right there by Price, getting on the tackle, and Whitehead coming in, finishing him off, and jarring that ball loose.
The 2 running plays that we've seen North Carolina have mistakes on. Real turning points in this first half so far. Quadri Henderson, the catch there, steps out of bounds inside the 35-yard line, out at the 34.
I like what they're doing with Peterman. Roll the pocket, getting him outside. He's got run pass options and continues to find open targets down the football field.
Well, this is just an awful start for Larry Fedora's bunch. His offense can't get on the field and get any traction.
Needs his defense to step up and come up with a stop right here.
Darren Hall goes in motion. And a run play for Pitt. 2 yards short. 3rd and 2 coming up as Mikey Bart makes the stop for Carolina. Now this defense has to be gassed.
The heat, all these plays, like, come on, offense. We need some rest over here, no question. Body blows here early on by the Pitt offense. That North Carolina defense been out there almost the duration of this opening quarter. Once again, Pitt right where they want to be, Clay, 3rd and short.
Going on 14 minutes time of possession here for Pitt. They average over 34 minutes per game. That's 16th best in the country. Play fake. Peterman dumps it out short. That's Aston in the flat. And the fullback is going to be very close to a first down. Looks like he got a good spot. First down, Pitt.
Once again, they allow Peterman just a play action pass, hit the fullback out of the backfield, out in the flat. It's just enough for the first down and move the chains once again.
That's the end of the first quarter. What a 15-minute stretch for Pitt on the road. Since joining the ACC in 2013, Carolina's the only team in the Coastal they haven't beaten. 0-3 against the Heels, but they lead 5-0 after 1. And Pitt just dominating the time of possession.
Pat Narduzzi couldn't have drawn up the opening quarter any better. Completely dominate the opening frame. Aside from a snap over the head of the quarterback Nathan Peterman, picture-perfect opening quarter for Pitt as they sit here looking to increase their lead to start the second quarter. An important drive right here. They come away with points after the turnover.
Here's Darren Hall. Just like his head coach, he's from Youngstown, Ohio. Driven back hard by Aaron Crawford, who is the starting defensive tackle. Jalen Dalton, who got a couple of personal foul penalties last week for Carolina, demoted. Shook up that D-line a little bit, did Gene Chizik. Trying to send a message to his guys. How did he say it again? Soft as butter. Soft as butter against James Madison.
Being a former defensive lineman, there's not a bigger insult for your coach to question your toughness and your physicality.
Another jet sweep, and it's Whitehead. And he'll get a handful. Pitt 3rd down and 3. Play fake. Peterman rolling out. Throws on the run. Good touch. Jamar Parrish. Going to mark him down inside the 1. A gain of 22. 1st down. Goal to go for Pitt as the tight end puts him on the doorstep.
Nathan Peterman, we've been talking about this all day. Great job rolling the pocket, getting him outside, giving him run pass options. Watch Peterman. Simple bootleg. He gets outside. He can easily run for this, but he squares his shoulders. He finds his man, and a big gain right there inside the Carolina 5. Nathan Peterman, man, came to play here today for Pitt.
He's averaging just 168 through the air per game. He's already to 78. This is Connor. Touchdown, Panthers. His 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And this place, at least the people wearing Carolina blue, they're in shock the way this has started.
Quiet crowd right here, not really understanding what they're looking at. James Conner takes it in. Just that's what he does. Lower the shoulder, find a way to get in the end zone.
And Blewett comes out for the extra point. James Conner, who's been in remission for Hodgkin's lymphoma since May, scores the touchdown, and it's 12-0.
Nathan Peterman getting outside the pocket, finding his target, Jamar Parrish. And how about James Conner? Bruising running back, fighting his way into the end zone.
Austin Prohl, of course, his dad, a great NFL veteran who's on the coaching staff at Carolina. This is TJ Logan on the return. Stopped short of the 10-yard line. At 11 so far. Switzer, though, he can make something happen in a hurry. To midfield, 1 man to beat. Down inside the 35. He is the big play guy for this offense. When they need a spark, that's who they go to.
Just a great job right here. Ryan Switzer in the open field. Really nice block out there on the edge. And you see him make the move. Gets inside. And a big gain right there to start to change the momentum of North Carolina.
Switzer, one of the best big play guys in the ACC. Had a 75-yard touchdown catch last week. This guy plays like he's got a chip on his shoulder. He's 5'10", 185. He's going to throw here, too. Going deep. Has a man. It's Hollins. Yes, touchdown, Mac Hollins. The senior. And just like that, Carolina's back in this football game.
Mac Hollins, he's their big play target, over 20 yards per catch. He's got that deceptive speed. A burner can just run past you. In the middle right there, nobody runs with him. The safety gets turned around, and Mitch Trubisky finds his home run target, Mac Hollins, for a big Carolina Tar Heels touchdown.
Getting our doozy. It doesn't take much to get under his skin. He was a great defensive coordinator for all those years under Mark D'Antonio. He takes mistakes on defense personally as Weiler comes on for the extra point. 3 plays, 91 yards. And a touchdown. He walked on a few years ago. He has turned in a fine career. And a touchdown pass from Trubisky. North Carolina's on the board. And we talked to Pat Narduzzi, the Pitt head coach. He said, my secondary has to have a huge day for us to win. Let him down a little bit on that pass play.
He said no mental mistakes, no busts. They got to do a better job competing on the deep balls. They struggled last week against Oklahoma State. Time and time again, they threw it up, went down the football field, and you could tell right there. They go to TJ Logan, they go to Mac Hollins to get the big touchdown, challenging the back end of that Pitt defense.
Quadri Henderson back to return this kick for Pitt. It's going to go through the end zone. Now Nathan Peterman and the Panthers offense going back to work. This is Henderson again. Well, he's been active in this ball game so far. That's going to be a first down run.
Surprise, surprise, jet sweep once again. Finding a way to get Quadri Henderson the football out in space on the edge. Real key for North Carolina coming to the game. Set an edge, keep everything inside. Tar Heel defense not able to do it right there. Big gain on first down, moving the chains for Quadri Henderson.
I'll bet you a bottle of soda pop that this is a run play.
I don't know. Nathan Peterman, he's been on fire here so far early on in this football game.
Yeah, 8 of 9 throwing the football. I was wrong.
You owe me a pop.
Rolling out, dumps it out short to Aston. It's complete, but it's not going to bear any fruit. It's Donnie Miles closes in quickly. It's a loss of 1. On first down, a couple of weeks ago against Penn State, they ran it 32 of 34 plays. Now, last week, they trailed most of the game to Oklahoma State, so they had to throw it a lot more on first down.
But now they're changing it up, and all it is simple play action bootleg. We're seeing them really roll the pocket quite a bit, get Peterman outside the pocket, open up the field, give him run pass options, and what that does, it keeps North Carolina on their heels. They're anticipating run, so they play action, and it really has been very beneficial early on for this Pitt offense.
The pass play, Peterman, the pressure, bearing down, got it up to Connor. Big play to the 40 of Carolina. Stiff arm inside the 30 and down at the 28 as Donnie Miles finally tracked him down. But James Conner, who tore his MCL in the season opener last year, a blessing in disguise because that's when the doctor's visits revealed the cancer. Healthy now, and he looks like he's back to 2014 shape.
Carolina brings a blitz from the field. They brought the corner. Nobody's there to cover James Conner. And a big gain right there for the running back, who continues to get more and more involved in this passing game play.
It's amazing. He was recruited to Pittsburgh as a defensive end. 8th play of the drive. Peterman gives it to Connor. Lowers his shoulder, gets inside the 10. Miles another tackle. Not only are they running it on first down, but their productive first down run sure makes it easier on second and third down.
Stand in front of the chains. James Conner, it's like he seeks out defenders to punish, lowering the shoulder. A big productive gain there on first down.
See the number 7 carries, 23 yards, and a touchdown already. His 42nd career touchdown. Only Tony Dorsett has more at Pitt. Connor hit at the line of scrimmage and forced back. There's that Carolina defense coming up with a nice play. Good penetration, and Andre Smith, the middle linebacker, along with Mikey Bart, making the stop. Smith has to come to the sideline. His helmet popped off.
Andre Smith coming downhill. Big hit right there. Setting up third and medium.
Andre Smith, he'll hit you. He's just a sophomore, but he played a lot last year as a true freshman.
Say he's a knack linebacker. He's got a knack for being around the football and making plays.
Here's another third down, 3rd and 4. Tipton in motion. Peterman rolling to his left, pumps, and he's got the first down on the hoof. A heady play by the 5th-year senior transfer from Tennessee. First down, goal to go now for Pitt.
Again, move the pocket there. The offensive coordinator, Matt Canada, really done a nice job giving Nathan Peterman the run pass option, and elects to use the legs and fight for another first down.
Another long, sustained drive by Pitt. This is play number 11. On the run, touchdown, George Aston, the fullback. And this Carolina defense continues to have issues stopping the run.
Yes, they do. Another misdirection right there. And this offense, talk about eye candy and so tough to read and react. This time it's the fullback who's in motion that they give it to. Man, very nice drive right there to answer the Carolina score by the Pitt offense.
Last year, Carolina ranked 121st against the run. And they have struggled so far in the games this year. George Aston, his 3rd touchdown of the season. Pitt having some fun in Chapel Hill. The North Carolina basketball team, which won the ACC regular season and tournament and finished as national runner-up last year, honored during the timeout. Yeah, Roy Williams, he's had gray hair for a long time. So, you know, that's, notice that on him, but he really doesn't age.
No.
Looks the same. He nearly missed winning a 6th national championship last year. All right, this Carolina offense needs to get something going. Here's Ryan Switzer on the receiver screen, picking his way for a 1st down. Just short of the 40-yard line. Ryan Switzer, the team's leading receiver, picks up 12, and they'll move the chains.
Well, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Last series, big touchdown drive. They start out with a bubble to Ryan Switzer, go right back to it. Here to start this drive in the 2nd quarter.
Trubisky 6 for 6 to start the day through the air. Here's Elijah Hood with a big hole up the middle. That's a gain of 7 or 8 on 1st down. Jordan Whitehead, Pitt's #2 tackler, makes the stop, and look at this tempo. Here it comes. Well, there might have been movement on that left side for Carolina.
Caleb Peterson might have moved a bit early.
False start. Offense, number 70. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Perhaps moving a little too fast.
Yeah. Got in front of themselves right there. Talked about the Pitt veteran offensive line. 124 career starts for this North Carolina offensive line. And Caleb Peterson, the senior, very solid interior offensive lineman for the Hills.
Looking to throw again. Trubisky tucks and runs. He's got a 1st down and more into Pitt territory. He went into the sliding posture and was clobbered after he did, but they're not going to throw a penalty flag. Again, that tempo very fast here with the Tar Heels. Trubisky again. This time Whitehead ready for him. It's a 2-yard gain. Pat Narduzzi tried to recruit Mitch Trubisky to Michigan State when he was the defensive coordinator there and one of the top recruiters for Mark D'Antonio. But Trubisky liked this offense better.
Like the offense, like the school. He loves it here, and I think it really speaks to his character. Last season, when Marquise Williams was named the starter, didn't elect to transfer, stayed right here in Chapel Hill.
So many guys do that now. Thomas Jackson, his 6th catch of the year, but just a yard gain on that play. Yeah, so many quarterbacks, if they're not the guy by their sophomore year, see you later.
Bye-bye. That's what's in vogue in college football right now.
To the outside, Trubisky, a strike again. Jackson ducks a tackle and gets inside the 35. 1st down, North Carolina. That's a gain of 10. Well, they found some rhythm. 4:11 to go here in the 1st half. That's Switzer again. And Carolina's in field goal range. 2nd down coming up. Chris Kapilovic, 5th year at North Carolina, promoted to offensive coordinator this year.
You know, they're multi-tempoed offense, but he said he'd like to see more tempo this week. He thought Pitt doesn't handle the tempo as well. Like to push them, see if he can get them tired, get something going offensively.
Elijah Hood in the flat. He is a good receiver, and he can really throw his body around. Terrish Webb got level. And they'll move the chains again. That's a gain of 9.
Wow, strong runner, powerful. You see him run through contact right there.
Hood. He's tackling a baby bull. That was a gain of 3 or 4 more. Listen to this last play.
Look at this. That's a cornerback coming up to make a play and not bringing enough to the table, Clay.
Elijah Hood. Okay, 10th play of this drive for North Carolina with 3:20 to go before half. Logan in the backfield. They fake it to him. Trubisky going to the end zone. Man wide open. It's Switzer. Touchdown, Carolina. Now this offense has got it going.
Switcher right here, just a little corner route. But in the route, watch him with the head fake inside. He gets the safety in. And a great throw right there by Trubisky for the Carolina touchdown.
Now we'll see if that comes back to haunt North Carolina. They get nothing. Point after touchdown. Switzer, the big play man. Now North Carolina finding some offensive traction. Get another touchdown as Ryan Switzer smiling on the North Carolina sideline. And this Carolina team has been bringing smiles to hospital patients for years. Here's our AT&T Inside Access, a closer look at a great North Carolina tradition. Each Friday on the week of a UNC football game, the team plays at home. They make it a point to visit UNC hospitals, spend time signing posters, posing for pictures, talking with the patients, especially the kids who are sick. And this is the 27th year that they've been making these visits prior to home games.
It's such a joy for those kids who are dealing with such a tough time. But I'll tell you, as a player, used to do that all the time. Very rewarding for those players as well.
Here's Quadri Henderson on the return for Pitt. Across the 25-yard line, down at the 26. That's a deep handoff to Quadri Olison, who was the co-ACC Rookie of the Year last year with teammate Jordan Whitehead. 1,100 yards as a freshman last year. Of course, that was the year that Connor was out rehabbing the knee and fighting cancer.
Olison steps in, did a great job last season, over 1,100 yards. And I guess Pat Narduzzi feels good about the lead right here, Clay. Again, in no rush inside of a minute. Pittsburgh not going very quick at all.
Henderson. Ball comes out. Loose football recovered by North Carolina. Donnie Miles scoops it up. And there's 43 seconds on the clock. And for Carolina, that may be enough time for the quick strike offense.
Huge turnover right there. Stewart comes up from the nickel position. Job getting his hand on the football right there. And you see the scoop. All of a sudden, a new life with Donnie Mills coming up with the football for this Carolina football team. A chance to take the lead, Clay, in a half that's been completely dominated, it feels like, by Pittsburgh.
2 touchdowns. He's in trouble here. Sacked at the 39-yard line. Try to Panthers come in and knock him down, led by Avonte Maddox and Rory Blair, who apparently is okay. And remember, this isn't just a first-year starting quarterback. He's had a lot of playing time the last 2 years as a backup. He's a veteran. And he steps out of a tackle, got back to the line of scrimmage, and maybe a yard. Clock is running. And it's going to be 3rd down. And peaceful protests last night. 25 seconds to go. The outside, wide open. Bug Howard. And he's out of bounds, stopping the clock. 1st down, North Carolina getting very close to Nick Weiler field goal range.
Another one of Trubisky's big targets. Bug Howard, big frame, 6'5", can just box guys out. Almost like a basketball player.
Trubisky to the end zone. Hollins is down. There's some hand fighting. Out of bounds. Avonte Maddox in the coverage. 12 seconds to go. That's the first incompletion for Trubisky today.
Little stutter go right there for Mac Hollins. He had the coverage beat on the smaller Avonte Maddox, who was taken advantage of a week ago. Pass sailed just a little bit on Trubisky. Hollins not able to get the foot down.
Trubisky completed his first 12 today. Pumps going to the end zone again. Again, hand fighting. Hollins gets the flag this time. Avonte Maddox will be penalized.
It's number 14. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Avonte Maddox beat, and clearly contact before the pass gets there. Starts contacting right there at about the 8. Contact continues through the end zone. But that's a smart play by Maddox. Hey, he's beat on a play. A guy like Mac Hollins, he's got to find a way to make sure that the touchdown doesn't happen.
Nick Weiler, veteran kicker, 3 for 4 on attempts this year, a long of 49. This will be a relative chip shot for him, just 34 yards away. And the lead has been cut to 3. That's how the first half comes to an end. I think, Dusty, that Carolina could feel pretty good about being down just 3 after all of the things that went against them in the first half hour.
Much better second quarter, especially for the Carolina offense. Well, at least they get on the field. And you saw that Carolina defense come up with a big turnover.
19-16 at the half. Now Brendan and Kevin in the studio. Conference opener for both North Carolina and Pitt. This is a big one in the ACC Coastal. Even though it's September, this very much could decide who wins this division. It feels like North Carolina, Dusty Dvorak, has the momentum as we get ready to start the second half.
They get the turnover as well. They get the cause fumble. They were out before the half, but they are. Mitch Trubisky, extremely efficient in the passing game. They're stretching him and attacking them vertically down the field, something that Oklahoma State did a week ago, starting to take advantage. 12 of 13 for 190 yards and 2 touchdowns for Mitch Trubisky. He's got this Carolina football team back in this game.
That was the game plan Pat Narduzzi wanted. Keep the ball away from North Carolina as much as possible in that first half. They did that for a quarter, started to get away from him a little bit in the second quarter, but his quarterback has played well.
They play well offensively, and we're primed for an outstanding second half here in Chapel Hill.
North Carolina will have it to start, and they will start from the 25 as TJ Logan takes a knee. Let's take a look at our Taco Bell game track. Look at that first quarter. No points, just the 1 first down, a couple of turnovers. Second quarter, though, they came alive. And the big play guys who you'd expect to come out for North Carolina showed up. Switzer, Hollins, Trubisky. Again, he was right on cue.
And, you know, we talked in the beginning of the game about the balance. And what do we know about Pat Narduzzi and his defense? They want to stop the run, and they've done that big time today, holding them just 25 yards in the first half. But the weapons for Mitch Trubisky have been potent for this Carolina Tar Heels offense.
I'll run it on first down. It's Elijah Hood with the carry. Shakir Soda, the defensive tackle, makes the stop. The run defense again for Pittsburgh has been very good this year, allowing 76 rushing yards per game coming in. And struggling against the pass. And we saw the pass hurt him in that second quarter. Draw play, Hood. Man, can't find anything. It's Soto again. They've got some run stoppers. Soto at defensive tackle, and Tyreek Jarrett, number 6. 6'3", 335 pounds. They got some big guys in. Carolina 2 for 2 on third down. Third down's the money down. Looking Switzer's way, but Trubisky is sacked. Quentin Wirginis, the middle linebacker. Second sack of the game for the Panthers, and Carolina will have to punt.
Backup comes in, and just like we thought, Josh Conklin dials up a blitz. Good move right there by the linebacker. Get a big sack off the field. That's exactly what Pat Narduzzi and this defense wanted. Linebackers lined up outside, runs a text game with the defensive tackle, comes inside, gets the sack. Big time statement by this Pitt defense coming out of the half, Clay.
Tom Sheldon, the true freshman punter from Australia, his first kick of the game. Fair catch, Quadri Henderson at the 44-yard line. Good field position for Pitt. A lot of pre-snap motion again. And it's Henderson on the jet sweep. First down and more into Carolina territory. To the 35-yard line. 21 yards on that sweep play.
Motions, shifts, eye candy. You see a couple of motions and Henderson coming across the formation. Nice job blocking out in front, giving him an alley for a big pickup on first down.
Henderson a couple of rushing touchdowns last week. Also has a receiving touchdown this year. Inside handoff to Montez Moss, who's getting some work today. And you can see why they like this kid. That's great effort on that run. First down, Pittsburgh.
True freshman. Lower in the shoulder, big hole to run through, and he's not going to go down easy. Keeps the leg churning. Grinds out a couple more yards there at the end. Big hole right there opened up, Clay, by the Pittsburgh offensive line.
Rookie from Bedford, Ohio. Showing the toughness that the head coach certainly appreciates. Pat Narduzzi, also an Ohio native. Handoff. Moss spinning out of a tackle. Staying on his feet. He's nearly out of another one. Finally pulled down at the 13-yard line by Miles Dorn.
He doesn't go down easy, does he? Man, the true freshman keeping him churning. And you see him over here off the left side. Running behind that center, Alex Officer. And Dorian Johnson. Look at the big hole. Dorian Johnson getting a nice seal there. Opened up the hole. He gets up to the second level and gets a block on Andre Smith.
Pitt has been in North Carolina territory in all 6 drives today, trying to capitalize here. Henderson on the jet sweep again, out inside the 5. 6th carry today for Henderson. Give him 11 on that run.
This direction continues. North Carolina defense been on the field a lot today. Second half just starting, but man, Pittsburgh making a statement. A big stop on defense to start, and here they are just grinding it out, driving down the field, all via the run here in the second half.
This drive started at the Pitt 44-yard line. First down, goal to go. Aston in motion. Handoff. They'll give it to the freshman again. He got it. Touchdown, Montez Moss. What a statement by Pitt on their first series of the second half. They just ran it down North Carolina's throat.
Exactly right. A lot of it was the true freshman. Montez Moss, again, contacted before the goal line, but he keeps him churning. Little spin. Big touchdown for Pitt.
James Conner, the first one out to greet him.
He likes it.
He's a great teammate, too. Chris Blewett comes on for the extra point. And the lead is 10 on the road for the Pitt Panthers. The top 2 teams in the ACC Coastal last year battling here in Chapel Hill.
It was all on the ground. Montez Moss, the true freshman, churning them, getting the tough, hard yards. Around the edge, Quadri Henderson gets the perimeter. And how about the touchdown for the true freshman? Moss finds Pater. Touchdown, Pitt.
First career touchdown for Montez Moss. The true freshman did most of the heavy lifting on that drive, which was dominant on the ground for Pitt.
Dominant. You can see that interior of the offensive line really starting to open up some holes. And Mr. Moss there, he looks a little tired, but he's feeling good about life. His first touchdown of his collegiate career.
Great start to this half for Pitt.
Man, come out, 3 and out for North Carolina, and then boom, run the football right down their throat.
Blewett kicks it into the end zone. And the Tar Heels got to find a spark.
Carolina's got to get some of the momentum back that they had heading into the half that Pittsburgh has now seized.
They're going to run it with Elijah Hood. 266 yards the first 3 games for Hood. He's been kept in check here today. Tyreek Jarrett made that tackle. Look at the rushing yards. Pitt on the ground at 159, just 15 total rush yards for the Heels.
And that's Pat Narduzzi, right? That's what he told us yesterday. We're going to stop the run. We're going to run the football.
Play fake. Trubisky over the middle. That's what Carolina can do. That's how they hurt you, through the air. Ryan Switzer found some daylight, and he gets it inside the 30-yard line. Down at the 29, a gain of 44, and they'll run up to the line to try and run with tempo again.
Switzer, these receivers seem to be the equalizer for this Pitt defense. Big-time game right there as Trubisky finds Ryan Switzer on the over route.
31 receiving for Switzer. Hood spins ahead for a gain of 4.
See Ryan Switzer right there on the over route. Nobody stays with him, out in the open field. That's when he's at his best. He's got green grass in front.
Two-time All-American punt returner. We saw his first punt return called back. It went for a touchdown, but it was a penalty. There's another pass complete down at the 11-yard line. That's Bug Howard, the tallest receiver in that cadre of wideouts for North Carolina. He's 6'5", 220. He's a good-looking player. They're going quick. TJ Logan straight ahead. Short of the 5-yard line.
Picking up the tempo right there. Got the Pittsburgh defense on their heels, and they're going fast.
That's Trubisky. Great fake. He's going to be close to the first down. Jordan Whitehead ran him out.
Almost thought he could have scored there. He just comes inside that block. Let that block set up. Trubisky would have had 6.
Shy. And it's Logan. He lunged out. Ball came out, but they're going to rule him down. And this is going to depend on the spot whether he got the first down or not. It's the 1-yard line for the first. They gave it to him. First down, goal to go for Carolina. And again, the tempo, since it's picked up, I think it's a coincidence, so is the offense. Hood in the backfield to the right of Trubisky. Trubisky to the end zone. Touchdown, Austin Prohl. And Ricky's son with the touchdown catch. That was a pretty good looking drive.
Very good looking drive. The big play to Switzer, then they could get going tempo. They could run it, they could throw it. A little boot action right there, get Trubisky out there on the edge. And he finds Prohl on a crossing route in the end zone for the touchdown.
Weiler's extra point, capping a 2-minute, 22-second drive. And again, we've got a 3-point game.
The big play here to Ryan Switzer, the over route. Nobody's in the middle of the field. Ryan Switzer loves that in open space. And then here's Trubisky finding his target, the sure-handed. Prohl for the touchdown. Carolina back in this one.
North Carolina's been playing from behind here in Chapel Hill in this ACC Coastal Division showdown between Pittsburgh and North Carolina. Tar Heels haven't lost a home game since late 2014 to North Carolina State. They've won 9 straight at home. And after the touchdown, Pitt getting it back here. Henderson from the goal line. And he is stopped short of the 20. Pat Narduzzi kind of kept him a secret this week in our talks. He didn't talk much about Shantez Moss.
Didn't show all his cards. He's a poker player.
We're starting position. Start a series for Pitt today. That reception out at the 28-yard line. Jester Leah. That's a gain of 14. Yeah, Pitt doing what they have to through the air.
Well, great protection right there by the offensive line. Gave Nathan Peterman all day to throw the football. Surveyed the field. Looked like he wanted to take a shot down the field with Quadri Henderson, but he settles. Jester Wea, a nice pickup on first down.
Shantez Moss back in the game. He'll take the handoff. Looking for room on that left corner, cut it up. And he stopped at the 38 by MJ Stewart. Gain of 6. We've had 13 drives in this football game. 8 have resulted in scores, plus that safety. Defense is going to win this football game. Whoever's defense can make enough stops, that'll decide this game. It won't be the offense.
Or a turnover.
Yeah.
Either one. Find a way to get their respective offenses the ball back, create an extra possession. Another shift right there, a staple of what they do. Here comes the jet motion once again.
James Conner back in there. He's got a first down midfield, gets free along that sideline, and he's out at the 35. A nice run for James Conner.
We told you at the onset of this game to look for this. It's jet motion. They're going to fake the jet sweep, and it's just a zone out the gate here to the left side. And you see right there, been talking about him, Dorian Johnson opened up a big hole, and James Conner gets a big run, then makes the Carolina defender pay at the end of that run.
There's 53, Dorian Johnson, the left guard. Conner again. And he's swallowed up by Cole Holcomb and company. A couple of years ago, before Conner got hurt and got sick, he rushed for 220 yards and 4 touchdowns on this very field 2 years ago.
And a losing effort, no doubt. But because of him, he is definitely no successor on this field. And with those big uglies up front, Biznavati, Dorian Johnson, Alex Officer, all left side of that line opening up big holes for this Pitt rushing attack.
Here's Nathan Peterman. Takes the pass, dives out of the way of a tackler. And he's about a yard short of the first down. So 3rd and manageable here for the Panthers.
Right where they want to be. It's their bread and butter. 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2. See this time and time again. And it's not like they're doing anything that you wouldn't expect. Again, another time that they roll Nathan Peterman outside the pocket. They give him the run pass option. Picks up a nice gain on 2nd down. Puts him here 3rd and 1.
We got 3 red zone touchdowns already today. On 3rd and short, it's the big fullback, Aston. What a run down to the 2-yard line. He ran over 2 or 3 Carolina defenders. First down and goal, Pitt.
The fullback making Dominique Green and Carolina defenders pay. Man, lowers the boom. Get out the way.
6 foot, 245-pound sophomore from Stevens City, Virginia. Peterman. Touchdown, Panthers. Another very impressive drive for Pitt. And Larry Fedora can't believe his defense can't make a stop.
Pitt marches right down the field once again. Get a good look at this. Peterman clearly gets over the goal line. The surge from the offensive line stretches the ball over the plane to the goal line. Another touchdown for the Pitt Panthers.
Blew it out of the hold of Winslow. It's good. Back to a 10-point lead.
You like physical football? We've seen it here today. The fullback lowering the shoulder, running Tar Heels over. Got a true freshman getting in the action too. And Peterman reaching the ball over the goal line for another Pitt touchdown.
Trubisky and the Carolina offense will take over at the 25. Carolina down 10 one more time. They've been behind the entire game. Trubisky on target again to Switzer. Great move. Dancing like Fred Astaire gets the first down. Look at those jitterbug moves.
I don't know who's for better. Switzer's on the field or yours up here in the booth as you try to mimic him. Look at him. Boy, he can make a guy miss in a short space. Ryan Switzer, big day today for the senior wide receiver.
Does anybody even know who Fred Astaire is anymore? I don't. That's a
Might have dated yourself
reference.
there.
Yes, I did. Play fake. Trubisky going to the right side, deep, and caught at the 21 by Pro. 44-yard pickup.
Ball couldn't have been thrown any better. Perfect placement. As we talked with Trubisky yesterday, said Austin Pro, the best route runner and the best hands on the team.
We've had 2 incompletions in this game, 1 from each quarterback. Now Trubisky wants to run. He'll get a handful. Trubisky is 17 of 18, has just gone over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Peterman 12 of 13 for Pitt, 135 through the air.
The efficiency for Mitch Trubisky is just off the charts. Comes in just under 75% completion, and boy, he's having a heck of a ball game here today.
No penalty flag. Trubisky under pressure, got rid of it, incomplete. Boy, Pitt was very close to being offside. And I think that's what the crowd is booing about. They thought there should have been a marker.
I thought they got Juan Price. Trying to jump the gun there. A little bit of movement there off the left side. Sorry, wasn't Juan Price. Rory Blair. Guess they said he got back. Good job by Mitch Trubisky evading the rush, getting the ball out of his hand.
Big play out of the injury timeout. Incomplete. Trubisky under a lot of pressure again that time. He hasn't had many incompletions today, just the 3rd. And the field goal unit will come out.
It's big time right there by Pittsburgh. Getting off the field on 3rd down. Get some pressure. Mitch Trubisky. Thought he got a little bit gun shy in there. Got rid of the ball a little quicker than he wanted to.
Here's Nick Weiler. He has hit a 34-yarder already tonight. Out of the hold of man, Gilly. No, he pushed it to the right. And more points left on the field by North Carolina.
In a close game like this, you've got to come away with points in that situation. But on the flip side of that, Pitt finds a way to get the stop, force the field goal, and keep that 10-point lead intact. It's a big stop right there. Remember we talked, partner, about stops. The defense can come up with them. Probably the team that's going to find a way to win this game. That's the 2nd stop now for this Pitt defense in the 2nd half.
From the 20, 1st down, play fake. Peterman, easy completion to Quadri Henderson. And he gets to the 24-yard line. And this is a big one in the ACC Coastal. Season opener for Pitt and North Carolina, and the Panthers like how this is playing out heading to the 4th quarter. (33-23) Pittsburgh leading as we go to the 4th quarter here in Chapel Hill. The Pitt game plan has been executed to perfection, Dusty.
Run the football. You see the 228 yards. Stop the run. North Carolina wanted to be balanced. They haven't been. They picked it up down the football field on the arm of Mitch Trubisky, but so far, so good for the game plan of the Pitt Panthers.
There's that jet sweep. Quadri Henderson, 1st down, tiptoes along the sideline, stays in bounds. Another gashing run by the Pitt ground game. Quadri Henderson scampers for 37 yards. And this North Carolina defense, Dusty, looks tired.
Tired, gassed. Been getting beat up today. And here it is again. The jet sweep. Henderson gets the edge. The cornerback not able to make the play. Des Lawrence allows him to get to the sidelines. Another big run of this Pittsburgh offense.
Henderson now over 100 yards rushing. And it's Connor again. Trying to get to the outside. He's wrestled down by Stewart, the cornerback. Well, if Pitt can get another touchdown here, I'm not saying this thing is over because we've seen North Carolina's offense score quickly today.
Right.
With that said, That would be a real punch in the gut to these Tar Heels.
There's no question. They've got to find a way to get a stop here, force a field goal, take the ball away. A touchdown right here. You're right, partner. Game's not over, but man, you go up 17 in the fourth quarter, it's tough sledding.
Connor. Third down and fairly long as Andre Smith makes the tackle. Keep in mind as the clock winds down here that Pitt has never beaten North Carolina as a member of the ACC. They're 0-3 against the Tar Heels, and it was the loss last year on their home field to North Carolina that kept them from winning the ACC Coastal.
Talked about how impactful, important this game is. Winner of this has the upper hand in that Coastal Division. Obviously Miami, a little resurgent under Mark Richt. But this game with huge implications, and this third down right here for the Pitt offense, as big as there's been in this game.
Try and pass for it. Incomplete. Intended for Orndorff, the tight end. Fourth down, and the kicking unit will come out. Chris Blewett. This is certainly within his range. He hit a 50-yarder in the first quarter. This will be from 40.
Gene Chiswick's got to be happy with his defense. Brought the blitz right there from the field. Forces the quick throw, the incompletion. Gets his defense off the field.
He's been impressive today. Chris Blewett 2 for 2. 3 more points on the board for Pitt. It's now 36-23 with just over 11 to go.
Pittsburgh with another long drive. But Carolina able to find a way to get a stop and force the Pitt field goal.
Its lead is now 13. Larry Fedora led the Tar Heels to an 11-3 record last year, their first double-digit win season since '97. This is the start of the toughest portion of the schedule. After this one, they're at FSU next week, host Virginia Tech, then at Miami. So to lose this game to Pitt, and with what they have coming up, it's going to be real tough for them if they can't come back in this game to get any momentum for those big games ahead.
That's why we knew this game was so crucial for Carolina and for Pitt. When you look at that October, man, it is tough sled in the next 3 weeks for this Tar Heel football team.
No time left on the clock. TJ Logan trying to give him good field position, but only gets to the 20. North Carolina down 13 points late in the ball game. Big drive that starts in Pitt territory. It's TJ Logan. And that's a first down play. To the 34-yard line of Pitt, Ryan Lewis bumped him out.
Little swing pass out to the do-it-all running back, TJ Logan. Nice pickup there on first down to move the sticks.
And again, Carolina going with tempo. They've been at their best today when they have. Trubisky going deep downfield for Howard. Overshot him by a couple of yards. The crowd wanting a flag, but there was none thrown, and I don't think there should have been.
Totally agree. Ball was thrown too far past the outstretched hands of the wide receiver Bug Howard.
It was Ryan Lewis in the coverage.
They're upset about he tackles him at the end, but to me it's after the ball has already hit the ground.
So second down and 10 now for Carolina. Trubisky wanting to throw again. Backpedaling, had time. And that one's going to be incomplete. Out of bounds. Jordan Cunningham, that's the first time he's been targeted today. So now a 3rd and long for North Carolina on a possession where they can't afford to come up empty. They've had 3 straight empty possessions.
This is 2 down territory for Carolina right here. And a couple of guys to keep an eye on.
3rd and 15. Caught short of the first down is Switzer. About 3-4 yards. Jordan Whitehead made the stop. So now 4th down. And Larry Fedora will keep that offense out on the field. They've got to, with 6:40 to go and the clock running.
It's go time right here for the North Carolina Tar Heels. Mitch Trubisky's got to find somebody.
Trubisky Got it to Switzer. Did he get it? Ooh, that's not a favorable spot for North Carolina. We'll see if they measure or if they just give it to him outright. He got it. Huge conversion on 4th down for North Carolina.
He's right there in the slot. It's a quick out. Very tough to defend right there. Easy pitch and catch for Mitch Trubisky to his always reliable Ryan Switzer out of the slot.
Great effort there by Whitehead to try and stop his momentum, but he got enough to get the first down. 6 minutes to go. Carolina down 2 scores. Trubisky downfield. Nice catch. Austin Kroll inside the 5. First down, goal to go, North Carolina. Gain of 20.
Juan Price was barreling down. He had the edge. Trubisky gets the ball out just in time for the big first down.
No time to waste. Back on the line. Trubisky hands off to Hood. He is going to be hit at the line of scrimmage. Picks up 1. Shakir Soto.
He's had a nice ball game today.
Yeah, he's been very active stopping ball carriers. Second down and goal to go. Lobs it to the end zone. Howard! Contact and a marker down. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Pass interference. Defense number 38. They decline. Touchdown.
They go to the big guy.
Well, that's what you do. You utilize somebody's size when there's a mismatch, and Bug Howard at 6'5", 210 pounds. Mismatch up against just about anybody on the outside.
And now the Pitt lead is just 6 with 5:24 to go.
And you see here, use the body. It's like a basketball player boxing someone out. Bug Howard, the big target for Mitch Trubisky, just throws it up, lets the wide receiver do the work. A nice little box out for the Carolina touchdown.
4th different wideout to catch a touchdown pass today for Mitch Trubisky. Collins, Switzer, Kroll, and now Howard. That one's huge. Pitt has racked up 419 yards of total offense. 279 on the ground. We were talking to Gene Chizik. He said we've got to hold Pittsburgh under its season average by about 25% of what they're used to getting. That would be 180 yards. Well, they've given up 279 on the ground. This would be a key drive here for Pitt. Can they keep control of the football? They've been a ball control offense today. Can they do it and chew up some clock? Trying to get out of Chapel Hill with a win in the conference opener. James Conner on first down. Give him 3.5.
Des Lawrence, the corner, coming in. Knifing through, making a nice tackle there in the open field.
Conner now 15 carries, 67 yards. There's Gene Chizik. There's been a lot of pressure on his defense here the first few weeks.
They stepped up here in the 4th quarter and given North Carolina an opportunity to stay in this football game.
Said they were soft as butter after the James Madison game. They need to harden up here. Second down. Conner dumped behind the line of scrimmage. Here come the Tar Heels. There's Nas Jones and Aaron Crawford. We thought Nas Jones was out of this game.
Great to see him show up and step up, playing the other side of the football, getting up the field. Him and Aaron Crawford allowing nowhere to go for the Pitt running attack.
Jones left the game earlier, went to the locker room. He was checked out. We thought he might be done for the day. Good to see him back.
How about this Carolina crowd getting on their feet, trying to help their defense out.
And Jones coming back from a concussion.
Expect pressure right here from Carolina.
Fourth down. Des Lawrence with an open field tackle, but he paid for it. He's slow to get up. Has just forced a second straight 3 and out, and now Ryan Switzer goes back to return a punt. He could tie this game up in a matter of seconds. 7 career punt return touchdowns.
We've seen him today make big play after big play. He can start and stop with the best of them in the country, a fearless punt returner. And all he needs is a little creek, partner. A little crease, and he's out the gate.
4th punt for Winslow. All eyes on Ryan Switzer, number 3 in Carolina blue. Fair catch. Anticlimactic, but a safe play in that situation. He's complete there to Kroll. Austin Kroll across the 40. Carolina down a touchdown. Clock moving, 3:22 to go. Low snap. Trubisky comes up, got rid of it quickly behind Kroll, incomplete. So now 3rd down and 6. Again, the winner of this game gets a foothold in the ACC Coastal Division.
3rd down is a money down for everybody. It's been very good to Pitt so far this season coming in. Converting at 71% of the time. Watch out for this man in 3rd down situation, Ryan Switzer.
Trubisky flushed out of the pocket. Rory Blair was in hot pursuit. Trubisky made something out of it, but he's short on the 1st down. Shane Roy, big number 93, escorted him out. There is a marker down. We'll see what this is about.
Here in the run, illegal block in the back. It's a 75 offense. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Bentley Spain, the left tackle.
Costly penalty right there by North Carolina. A shove in the back. Trubisky takes the corner. Backs up this North Carolina offense. It does give them an extra down.
I was going to say it almost works.
Yeah.
It almost works to their advantage.
With the way this offense is, quick strike, big play, I would agree.
Trubisky to the outside. There's Kroll, caught it at the 40. Still well short of the 1st down marker, but they're going for it anyway.
2-down territory right here, about the same situation they would have been in. Get the yardage back that was lost. And the block in the back. Play of the game here, partner.
I was going to say, this could be it. Elijah Hood to the left of Trubisky.
Showing pressure, but a bit deep.
They need the 47-yard line. Trubisky got rid of it. Complete into Pitt territory. Who else but Ryan Switzer? A gain of 15, and the drive continues.
Well, when you need a play, you just go to this man. Great throw, great catch, big time on 4th down.
Trubisky gets rid of it again. Switzer almost stepped out of the tackle by Teresh Webb. It'll be a gain of about 5. Timeout, North Carolina. They have 1 left. 2:16 to go. Out of the timeout, a 2nd down and 6. This Pitt defense has been so good here in the 2nd half. But they have another stop in them. Trubisky looking to the sideline. A lot of time on the play clock. Mitch to the outside. Contact. Fans want a flag. Carolina sideline wants a flag. None thrown. And Larry Fedora is ready to come unglued.
Coach Fedora not happy, Clay.
Ryan Lewis covering the receiver, and well, there could have been a flag.
Got there a little bit early.
Could have been a flag.
Yeah, could have thrown it
very easily. 3rd down and 6. Trubisky under pressure. Incomplete. 4th down. Dare I say it again? Here comes the ball game.
Mitch Trubisky doing a nice job buying himself some time. His offensive line blocking. Nobody could come open down the field. Had a chance at Austin Kroll, but the pass sailed wide and out of bounds.
Was Price wearing football pants or bicycle shorts?
It's all the same. I don't like to have too much on your legs and your defensive lineman. You know who I'm going with here to circle, Clay?
Let me guess.
There's no question. It's Ryan Switzer. Converted 2 4th downs already here in the 4th quarter.
Trubisky has a man open. It's Kroll, caught. Kept his feet in bounds. Now they pick on Avonte Maddox again. First down, North Carolina.
Oh, he told us yesterday, Mitch Trubisky, best hands on the team. You see him again, catch the ball, drag the foot. Big time. They're on 4th down.
Under 2 minutes to go. Carolina still has a timeout. Trubisky hit, falls down. Huge sack by Salim Brightwell. We'll see if Larry Fedora calls the timeout. Indeed, he does. 4th sack of the ball game by Pat Narduzzi's Pitt defense.
Pitt very aggressive in what they like to do. You see the blitz coming. Gets there right there off the edge. See Elijah Hood. Allows him to come through. Big sack right there by Brightwell on 1st down. Narduzzi, does a great job being involved in the game plan throughout the week, getting his hands on it, collaborating with all his coaches. But when it's game day, it's Josh Conklin. He stays away and allows him to do his job. Pitt looking for answers here on this crucial drive at the end of the game.
They bring pressure on 2nd and 21. Ooh. Empty backfield, Trubisky. Here comes the rush, dumps it off to Switzer. And he's tackled from behind by Shakir Soto again. So now 3rd down and long.
It's great hustle by Soto right there. Getting out of the stack, the slip screen. They Switzer to the outside receiver, brought it underneath. Soto from the defensive tackle spot, hustling, making the play.
Can't stop the clock. Both teams out of timeouts. 1:23 to go. 3rd and 16, Trubisky. Boy, that was nearly jumped by Whitehead. Caught, but 4th down. Well short where they need to be. They need the 18-yard line. And remember, North Carolina 2 for 2 on this drive on 4th down. 4th and 9. Trubisky, pressure off the edge. Pass complete to Switzer. Oh! The guy's unconscious. They'll stop the clock to move the sticks.
And how about this man, Mitch Trubisky, starting to make a name for himself and what he's all about.
1st down and 10. 44 seconds to go. Can't stop the clock. Trubisky pumps, throws to the end zone. Throw! Incomplete. He's hobbling a bit. Either way, a career day for both Switzer and Trubisky. 438 passing for Mitch. That's coming off a career day against James Madison. 2nd and 10. Complete again. It's Bug Howard. 1st down and goal. Stop the clock again to move the chains. 31 seconds to go. Clock moving again. There's Bug Howard. They go to him. Incomplete. That was Ryan Lewis and Howard, that mismatch you were talking about earlier.
And went right back to the last touchdown from about the exact same spot. Jump ball. Trubisky's got to put the ball up higher to let his bigger wide receiver go up and get it.
Hood on the run. They've got to hurry up. Soto makes the tackle. Can't stop the clock. 10 seconds to go. Gotta hurry. Field goal does him no good. Need the end zone. Could be the last play. Pass. Caught. Howard. Touchdown. And a marker.
touchdown. Play for try.
North Carolina has trailed all game. Tied at 36. Extra point pending. Nick Weiler. Good, but there is a flag down. Carolina leads for the first time tonight.
They run it on second down. The clock's rolling. They get on it. They snap it. Mitch Trubisky throws it up, lets his big target, Bug Howard, play a little hoops, box out, and go get it. And he grabs it with one hand. The left hand goes up, gets a paw on it, brings it to his body. Touchdown Carolina, takes the lead with 2 seconds to play. That is what Larry Fedora was talking about when he was searching for an identity and the character of this Tar Heel football team, partner.
Been chasing it all game. Come back, take the lead, 37-36. 2 ticks left on the clock. You got a guy with a 40-inch vertical leap, and you're in that situation. Pretty obvious you're going that way.
Throw it up, let him go make a play. And Bug Howard did just that. We saw it on first down. Ball wasn't thrown high enough. Mitch Trubisky did not make that mistake twice. Puts the ball up in the air. Bug Howard comes down with it. Place is rocking here at Chapel Hill right now.
Second touchdown of the game for Howard. And now North Carolina has to be careful here on the return. Keep it out of the hands of Henderson. They pitch it back to Henderson. He gets it anyway. He's dangerous. To the 20. Gets to the sideline. Henderson to midfield. Finally run down. And North Carolina with a come-from-behind win in the ACC opener. That final drive, very impressive. 3 for 3 on 4th down were the Tar Heels. Once again, the final score, North Carolina 37, Pitt 36. Up next, more ESPN College football, Houston and Texas State.